What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome to the 4th episode of
Bug and Bradley,
where you get to bug me with your questions and I get the privilege of answering them. The first question comes from Tamara Wright, and she asked, what made you decide to do the outro? That's a good question. So basically all these different YouTubers have these little trademark things that they do or things that they say, these little quirks that their viewers remember them by. And I wanted to have my own. And there's this one YouTuber who you might know of named Ghost Robo. He does Let's Plays and walkthroughs, and he does a certain type of outro. And I was inspired by that, and I just decided to sing bye for some reason. I think that's how it came about. Noop3451 asks, why do you only do bad Miiverse posts? Why not cool Miiverse pictures? Well, one big reason is because bad posts are funny, and if I did a cool Miiverse picture series, it'd turn into an analytical art seminar or something. If there's one thing that people love on YouTube, it's humor, and that could easily be done with bad posts. A cool Miiverse picture series just wouldn't go over as well. Here's an example of what it could be like. Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful masterpiece of Girahim from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You can see the nice, finely crafted line work here, and the extremely long tongue dripping saliva. Nice little personal touch. Ike Santiago asks, do you think SSB4 should get DLC, or just leave the game as is? I wouldn't mind it either way, as the game would work fine without the DLC, but the DLC could also add some fun stuff, like some brand new characters, some new stages, or even just some costumes that I could do without. Nintendo has started to take advantage of DLC a little bit more with their games, so there is a possibility that Super Smash Bros. 3 and Wii U will get some DLC, as it would be a good opportunity for Nintendo to make some extra moolah. But again, I wouldn't mind there not being any DLC. Nintendo fan Lyle asks, are you a brony? If you are, I'm going to unsubscribe because My Little Pony sucks. Well, Lyle, you may be happy to know that I am in fact not a brony, and I don't have any interest in being one. So don't leave me, I love you. Snowvilliers231 asks, have you ever played Xenoblade Chronicles, and if you have, what did you think of it? No, I have not played Xenoblade Chronicles and I do not own it, but I do hear good things about it. It's kind of expensive to own the game now, but maybe you can buy the game cheaper used. I don't know, I haven't checked. But I haven't played the game, and I'm just going to wait until Xenoblade Chronicles X comes out on the Wii U. Megan Kosh asks, who is Bradley News 11? A moron? Who's next? Mario Kart Pro 1000 asks, hey Bradley News 11, do you want Ness, Wario, and Jigglypuff to be confirmed for SSB4 soon? Honestly, I could do without Wario and Jigglypuff, they're just not my cup of tea, but Ness should definitely be in the game. But on the other hand, there is a good chance that Jigglypuff will be in the game, considering it's one of the original 12. Andrew Tuoriniemi asks, can you make me dinner? You know it. I make a mean bowl of cereal. Fletch the Fanboy asks, what's your least favorite Nintendo IP? Well, without thinking about it too much, and one that I've actually played, Nintendogs. It just doesn't really do it for me, and I'm not even that big of a fan of simulators. But it does have a cute dog. The Expert Gameful asks, the Retro Kid asks, do you watch a lot of Spongebob? Because you answer some posts with Spongebob quotes. I used to watch a ton of Spongebob growing up. I mean, Nickelodeon was my jam back in the day. I used to watch Rocket Power, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, and Spongebob. So a lot of Spongebob stuff has been ingrained in my mind, and that's why you'll hear me quote it. But I haven't watched Spongebob in what feels like years, and I can't really watch it because I don't even have Nickelodeon on my TV anymore. But I guess I could look it up online, but eh. The Big Brick asks, Bradley, is your family invisible? Well, pretty much, because in That's on Miiverse, I like to record when no one is home because I get embarrassed when people are watching me record, and also it's quiet. Sergey Silvestre asks, do you play Bakugan, and if you do you like it? Nope, I do not play Bakugan, and I never have, but those little ball things that transform are kinda cool. Alexander Trapp asks, what's the hardest boss you've ever faced in a video game? One of the hardest bosses I played in recent memory is in Giana Sister's Twisted Dreams, which is a platformer that's available right now on the Wii U eShop, but the final boss in that game is pretty frustrating. I played it over and over for minutes on end, and I finally did beat it, but it was brutal. Tarawaka64 asks, what is your favorite F-Zero character and why? I really don't know that many F-Zero characters, even though I have F-Zero GX on the GameCube, but I really haven't played that game a ton. I know of Captain Falcon, there's that Samurai Goro or something like that, and I think there's also a green dude, but I'm gonna have to go with Captain Falcon because I know him the most. 3DS Flow asks, what kind of music do you like? I am pretty flexible when it comes to music, so I'll listen to quite a bit of stuff, but I'll listen to rock, alternative, pop, hip-hop, and so on, but I'm not the biggest fan of rap and country. Nux333 asks, who are YouTubers that really inspire you? I've answered before that the inspiration to start my channel was David Turnbull from the Nintendo 3DS channel, but I've also been inspired by Peanut Butter Gamer and Jack's Films. Rayon Chowdhury asks, what is your favorite Wii game? It would have to be one of my all-time favorite games, which is Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's good stuff. Edgar Cardenas asks, have you ever cried because of a game? And if so, which one? I don't recall any game that's made me bust out in tears while playing, but one game that did choke me up a little bit is Professor Layton and the Unwound Future on the Nintendo DS. The ending of that game got me a little emotional. Pooping281 asks, what Nintendo series would you want to see revived? One game that does come to my mind is Star Tropics, as I played both Star Tropics and Star Tropics 2, and I've even reviewed those games if you haven't seen those videos. But I wouldn't mind seeing a third one if they could do something interesting. As for anything else, maybe Ice Climbers, or hey, maybe even Earthbound. Average Joe 5050 asks, what's your favorite 90s cartoon? I already mentioned some of the shows I used to watch back in the day for one of the previous questions, like Rugrats, Rocket Power, Hey Arnold, and Spongebob. But I do have a little place in my heart for Rugrats. Mario Kart Pro 1000 asks, I have a question for you. What is the worst Miiverse comment you have ever seen? Well, to put simply, I've seen ones that are so bad that I don't put them in That's on Miiverse. So there you go. Planet Bobbins asks, favorite Zelda art style? Well, if the whole game is going to look the same as it did in the teaser trailer, then Zelda Wii U is my favorite art style. And finally, Fridge asks, have you played Kid Icarus Uprising? If so, what are your opinions on it? Yes, I do have Kid Icarus Uprising, and I put like 40 hours in that game. I like how you're able to change the intensity of the stages to make them harder and get better weapons. But the one thing I hate about the game is the controls. I do not like the first-person controls on the 3DS. I do not like holding the system with one hand. It's just uncomfortable. But that will bring us to the end of the 4th episode of Bug & Bradley. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff. And you can stay tuned for more news videos, video reviews, That's on Miiverse episodes, and Bug & Bradley episodes in the future. If I didn't answer your question in this video, maybe I will in the next one. But I will talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!